Previously on the Black Raven Chronicles. The team arrived in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, the site of the deadliest battle to take place on American soil, to investigate the Farnsworth House Inn. This location has been noted as a hotbed of paranormal activity.
I felt something touch me right here. I ignored it, then it touched me here. I ignored it, and then it touched me right on the elbow. Just little pokes. On the third touch, I turned around, and right here, I was lying on the right side of the bed. Right here was a full body, head to toe woman, colorless, but solid. I could not see through her, but she was colorless. You know, it haunted me. I kept thinking about it.
We set out to see what energies lingered in the inn.
So I do pick up a small child. Definitely is curious. I think he's more engaged with the people in this room because of the curiosity factor. But she is absolutely conscious and I'm very interested in the fact that she seems concerned for me.
It didn't take long for us to realize we were not alone.
Can you make it go up just a little bit more? Come closer to this little box in my hand. There you go. A little bit closer. There you go. A little bit closer. He's playing with his doll.
Yeah.
He's rushing in, rushing out.
Yep.
I'm getting Dawn. Look at this. 1.5.
Yeah.
2.0.
Right there.
2.4.
Right there in that
3.0.
It's so strong it makes my head fuzzy.
Yeah. 3.2.
She's really strong.
Wow.
Will our investigation reveal the spirits of those whose battle never ended?
He's kind of get the off of me. He's demented.
So what's the deal with the mirror?
I don't know, but I think they use that mirror as an access point.
Find out tonight on the season finale of the Black Raven Chronicles.
He can be invisible.
Oh my goodness.
Did you see it?
Lena?
Here?
How old are you, Lena?
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Huh. What the?
And I think that's what was returned.
I just saw something go across the screen.
Did you see it?
I seen a full figure move across that wall, and it was white.
I'm telling you, he's bouncing, he's moving, and he's doing it on purpose, so I can't hone in on him.
That was crazy.
After Michael sees what looks to be a light-colored shadow moving in the corner, Dawn continues to provide information about the dominant energy she is picking up.
It was probably 5 foot tall. Didn't mean to interrupt you, but
No, you're fine.
I saw it and it just kind of didn't startle me, but that was pretty
But that's
neat.
where I'm getting him, over there in the corner and over here at this door, and then back here.
As cool as it is down here, I got warmth on certain spots in my body.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He definitely moves in. He's trying to attach.
Feel angry.
He's trying to attach, and I think that's what he's doing, is bouncing so that I can't catch him, but he can catch me. And I have no desire to bring him home.
So you don't have any clue why he's here? Like you said, it's probably just from the mirror. Or he's just bouncing.
I mean, he may be using the fact that they have tours down here to have those access points to those people.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a source, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And there's that cold, dead feeling down here with the dead bodies. The dead bodies.
It is interesting to note that the Farnsworth was indeed used as a Civil War hospital during the battle, and it is documented that dead and wounded soldiers were housed in the basement, matching what Dawn can see clairvoyantly.
Necessarily like a being. It's more like a thought form. So this is a focused intent that's kind of got its own drive.
While the presence of a negative energy does not fit any of the documented historical data on the home, the type of activity happening currently in the basement does seem to indicate the presence of something negative in nature.
Just trying to watch him.
Yeah.
Very odd. Is that you? Mm-mm. Did you just burp? Mm-mm. Did you hear it growling?
I heard it.
I heard
They
something.
came from right there?
Listen again as the team hears a disembodied sound that resembles a growl. This noise was indeed loud enough to be captured on our video and audio equipment.
Very odd. Is that you? Very odd. Is that you?
Before continuing to investigate the high levels of activity in the basement, Michael takes some baseline electromagnetic and temperature readings of the room. While taking baseline readings, they capture a very clear Class A EVP. They do begin to notice cold spots near Dawn that do register on the meter as temperature drops.
What the heck, man? Do you feel it right here? What the heck, man? Do you feel it right here?
73.1, 72.6.
Put it right here. You feel it? You see it now?
It dropped to 71.9. But now it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah. That was a nice cold draft.
Yeah, right here,
Yeah.
like blowing right at me.
Michael and Dawn set out to talk with the spirits that seemed to be present in the basement by conducting an EVP session. An EVP session is a known tactic during a paranormal investigation. By asking a series of questions, we hope to capture real-time audio responses on our digital recorders of entities that may be present with us.
It feels kind of crazy in front of this mirror.
I'm telling you, it's a little nuts.
I feel like I just got off a roller coaster.
And
Wait a minute.
I just heard something.
There's something behind you. There's something
Moving
that's
behind
blocking
Mike?
that light out behind him in that doorway. That's moving. See that light in the crack? I've seen it twice now.
interesting.
Thought it was a car at first,
I don't see anything.
but there wasn't a car.
While it is faint and hard to make out, listen closely as the team hears a male voice at the same time they see movement behind Mike, our cameraman.
Wait a minute.
I just heard something.
Here it is enhanced.
Did you leave?
Alright, you grab your change.
Were you close to being dead? You said 50 minutes.
Yeah, it's completely dead now.
After experiencing battery drain and replacing batteries in our camera, they continue with their EVP session. Unexpected battery drain could be a sign of a spirit attempting to gather enough energy to manifest itself in some shape or form.
It seems like you want us to know that you're here, so make a noise and let us know that you are.
You just touched the microphone.
Huh?
Something sounded like it touched the microphone.
I tapped on it?
Like it rubbed across the phone.
What?
And before you said that, I thought I heard something like.
Like it sounded like you rolling that phone on the microphone between your fingers.
Nuh-uh.
I heard something
Because
before
the
that.
microphone's on this thing.
It's clearly nowhere near either one of you.
Upon further investigation of the footage, both before and after the audio disturbance, the mic had in fact remained in the exact same position and had not been moved. While Michael and Dawn finish up their session in the basement, Becky and I head up to the attic. Becky and I decide to run a spirit box session to see if we can communicate with any reported soldiers said to frequent the area. Almost immediately, we begin receiving intelligent mail responses through the box.
Let me ask you, are you curious? Do you want to know what's going on in the world today?
Do you know what year this is?
Yeah, the year.
Yeah, the year.
The year.
So do you know the year? Did you know? Okay, no. Did you know that we had a president who was African American, who was black?
What was that?
Oh, that's how I saw he was swearing. How do you feel about me, a woman, wearing pants? Is there a woman up here?
Mary? Is that you, Mary? We wanted to tell you, just to update you on what's going on out there, what's going on in the world, what's going on around here. As we're in the year 2017. We're as close to, as I said earlier, we're as close to civil war again as we've ever been.
Our choices of questions are geared toward driving activity. We pick questions that we feel will stir a reaction and hope that any spirits present will feel inclined to respond in such a way that we can hear
We
them
have the
clearly.
poor fight the rich. We have blacks fight the whites. Whites fight the blacks.
Stop.
I wish they would stop.
Do you think we need to get along?
Becky and I moved to the Sarah Black room to set up some trigger objects that we plan to leave in place during the remainder of the night. During Dawn's walkthrough, she picked up on a small child and an older male.
Like frantic. Like frantic.
Okay.
That's the impression I get, like he's frantic. And like in the corner over there.
Baseline readings in and around this room also indicated high level spikes in the electromagnetic field.
Can you make it go up just a little bit more? Come closer to this little box in my hand. There you go. A little bit closer. There you go.
Dawn and Michael now want to see if they can capture any verbal communication from the energies that seem to be present in this area. Using the spirit box, they try to engage both the child and the older male.
Can you come in here, please?
Can you see us?
Hello?
That's kind of interesting.
Oh, hey. And that sounded like William. Oh, hey. And that sounded like William. Did a little boy pass away up here?
While Dawn and Michael continue their investigation of the Sarah Black room, Becky and I decide to try a spirit box session in what is known as the Jeremy room. During Dawn's walkthrough, she picked up on a small child as well as multiple older males.
So I do pick up a small child, but he doesn't. But there's also a couple of men, older men, and I don't feel like they're together. Like as far as timing, the small child definitely is curious.
Does anybody else know what time it is?
Can you repeat that?
You know it's hard, but you can do it.
There are a number of different techniques that we try during spirit box sessions. In this case, we use trigger objects as well as specific fill-in-the-blank type questions designed to generate very specific responses.
All right, hit it, boys. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Falling down, falling down, falling down, falling down, falling down, my fair lady.
You have the voice of an angel.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
While the spirits seemed to be unamused by my singing, we were able to capture what sounded like the voices of children.
Do you think you could do better than him? Could you sing for us, please?
Can you clap? Can you repeat that? You know the nursery rhymes?
Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses. All the king's men.
Come on now, don't be shy.
Couldn't. But Humpty Dumpty. Back together again.
Before wrapping our investigation for the night, we send Dawn along with Michael to the attic to get her impressions of the paranormal energy residing up there, and to try to capture evidence of anything she may pick up.
There's a
You need a flashlight?
no.
Okay.
I'm disoriented from him. What's he doing up here? Why is he up here?
Do you think he's a soldier?
Yeah.
Confederate? Union? Can you tell?
Would it make sense for him to be a Union soldier?
I mean, possibly. I mean,
It seems like it.
there's a rumor
Wait,
that the Union.
blue clothes, the blue jackets,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
That's what he's wearing.
I mean, there's a rumor that the Confederates took Well, it's known that the Confederates took this over, but I mean, Union could have been in here, you know. I'm sure they were at one time. I mean, it is Pennsylvania.
I don't know what he's doing, but he's staying over here because there are opposite soldiers over there. 2 of them. There's one propped up against the wall here.
Uh-huh. Can you tell what he's doing?
Trying not to bleed out.
Really?
Yep. Trying to watch it play out. It seems like there was one laying there and kind of to the side of the window, and he got it looks like he's been dead and just kind of rolled over out of the way, and then it feels like dragged. It
Same.
feels like somebody just grabbed legs and dragged him out of the way.
So you think they're just moving them out of the way and continuing with the fight?
Right, but I don't know why I would pick up the. God. I don't know why I would pick up the dragging part if he wasn't all the way dead before that. He was still alive while he was being dragged. And he's consciously aware that he was dragged.
Yeah. Kind of seeing his life, the end of his life in a way.
Yeah, like, well, that's the trauma he's stuck
Yeah.
in.
Mm-hmm. Well, Walter, wasn't his name Walter? Wasn't that his name? A gentleman named Walter that was up here?
I think so.
Confederate sharpshooter?
Marty was talking about a Walter. Was that up here?
Yeah. That, supposedly, they're still not sure, the Confederate sharpshooter that supposedly killed Jenny Wade, the only civilian in Gettysburg, during the Battle of Gettysburg.
Somebody, I don't know if it was him or not, there's a male correcting you that there wasn't just one. There wasn't just one sharpshooter up here.
This type of engaging fashion with Dawn indicates to her the presence of an intelligent spirit, at which point she begins to try to communicate with a spirit box session.
Are you from the north or the south?
South? Can you hear it?
You just say twice? Are you from the north or the south?
South? Can you hear it?
You just say twice? We live in Virginia. Have you ever been to Virginia?
No.
What card's that? What number's on that? What suit?
When using the spirit box, we keep our questions very specific, oftentimes using items or historical references to direct the responses.
You say it?
Yeah. Yeah. I heard 7.
Yeah, I thought I heard Diamond right after it.
Yeah.
What number's on that?
Spirit boxes are essentially radios, so when we receive responses that answer our questions accurately and directly, we believe these are more the result of intelligent communication rather than just coincidence. The bottom line is that no one knows how, why, or with whom we were able to communicate with using these tools. With so much emotion, trauma, and adrenaline during the Battle of Gettysburg, a conflict so intense that it was heard miles away, there can be no doubt that Gettysburg is a hotbed of paranormal activity. the Farnsworth House included. Those emotions and energies never seem to go away. They're very much a part of the fabric of what Gettysburg and the Farnsworth House Inn are today.
Come closer to this little box in my hand. There you go.
Did you see it?
I seen a full figure move across that wall, and it was white.
You just touched the microphone.
We have the poor fight the rich. We have blacks fight the whites. Whites fight the blacks.
Stop.
I wish they would stop.
Back together again.
Our goal is not to say one way or the other that these findings prove the location to be haunted, but rather to merely present the evidence as we captured it, and to leave it up to you to decide for yourself.
Are you from the north or the south?
Did you hear it?
Let us never forget the men who fought and died in this hallowed place, as well as those whose souls still reside in the spiritual world here at Gettysburg and the Farnsworth House Inn.